Malema. He's not as intelligent as Ghanaian president. He's not as intelligent as he hasn't gone to any military school like President Buhari. He hasn't. He's not as intelligent as Kenyatta. He's not as educated as Ivorian president. He hasn't got any degree. He's a rice farmer from a Chinese village. He doesn't know Beijing. He doesn't know Hong Kong. If you put $50,000 in his hand, he can bring 20 million worth of gold from Africa. With the help of the African government, he will buy that PhD holder military soldier to give him protection on that jungle. He will give him escort. He will call him, say, he will buy African pastor with $5,000 church drums and band. They will praise him as he's the best person ever. That is how dumb and stupid African black man is, with all his degrees he has. Ask yourself, all the wealth Nigerian governors have, they bank them in Swiss banks. Millions of wealth, they bank them in Swiss banks. They buy houses in foreign lands. Some of the houses they are buying abroad, and helicopters and planes they are buying abroad. Each of these things can build factories within the continent of the country of Nigeria, within their constituencies, that all their citizens can get job. What is inside the black man's head that when he looks at all these things, he spends the money on vanity instead of doing these things that he's supposed to do, that a Chinese man is doing. Brothers, this is not about hating Chinese. So let me make one thing clear. This is about examining yourself as a black man. Are you a monkey or are you a human being? Because so far, monkeys don't behave like the way black leaders are behaving. No monkey would look at the weight of his own clans. When you give monkey a banana that he knows that the banana is good for him, that banana he will share it among his people. He will not sell it to maggots and then beg the maggots for food. He will shove it in his jaws and make sure he's full first. So what kind of brain does African leaders have that they will bank the wealth of Africa? Even when he's a pastor, he's banking them abroad and he's selling false prophecy. He's banking them. He's buying Range Rovers and helicopters instead of building factories. Because $500,000 can build a factory. $500,000 can build a factory in every village in Africa. What is inside a black woman's heart and her womb? What is in a black woman's womb that you give birth to idiots, fools, monkeys that believes that the money that they can make is worth buying Range Rover instead of building a factory? African mothers, ask yourselves, what kind of womb have you got that when your children come to this world, they prefer private jets instead of factories? Because the Chinese are building factories. Even when he's not educated, he's building factories. Even when he can't read and write, he's making factories and selling you this product. Mothers of Africa, ask yourself, what kind of children are you born in? Stop insulting Chinese. These Chinese that you are looking at, they are not as educated as you are, Africans. They don't read Shakespeare. They don't know pi r square and all those mathematics you studied in Western education. How come they are smarter than you? How come they are intelligent than you? That's the question a black man should. Jesus Christ, he said, examine, remove the stick in your eyes before you tell me what is in my eyes. We are not here to hate Chinese. We are here to find out what the fuck is wrong with the black man because he's behaving worse than a monkey. We put the black man in the White House. We put a black man in the White House for 8 years. He promoted same-sex marriage, LGBT agenda. Now, Americans think there are more than 100 genders. Before he was a president, the Americans believed there were only 2 genders. Iran benefited from his presidency more than African Americans. What the fuck is wrong with the black race? This is where we have to examine. This is where we have to ask questions. It's not Chinese man that's the problem. China, not only Africa, he's squandering the wealth of America. If it wasn't for Trump, he would have taken it by now. So what the fuck is wrong with the black man is what we should start asking ourselves. How come we prefer women's ass and bleaching creams and Brazilian hair and clothes and designer bags instead of building factories within our own communities? How come we reason like that? That's what the fuck is wrong with the black race, not the Chinese man. Nonsense. That's yes and wakwa.